2.
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Let's kind of explain a little bit what we do. I'm Quint.
I'm Ty.
And we're basically breaking down the new Måneskin album. And our show is, we're obviously two different generations.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost 22, and I'm 39.
39. Forever 39.
Forever 39. So sharing songs is kind of what we do, and we just give our thoughts. Not always pretty, not always agreed upon.
Yeah.
But we find...
Definitely a struggle, but we find common ground.
We find common ground. Today's song, Mark Chapman.
Yeah, I mean, this song was a surprise Italian song. Cause I would,
right.
After, 15 English tracks, you get Mark Chapman, and you're like, okay, another one. And then they start singing in Italian, which was surprising.
Which is what you wanted. You wanted more Italian songs.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think in here you're going to find they keep that like kind of groovy sound.
Yeah.
That you see throughout the album. It's just it seems more comfortable for them.
You are so
especially
right.
Damiano and the lyrics and the flow that he has.
You're so right, man.
He just like kind of dominates the Italian tracks, and that's just the way it is.
He does.
I think you're going to see it here.
Yeah, totally. Now, Mark Chapman, of course, is written after David Chapman, who assassinated John Lennon in 1980. These are the best lyrics on the album. When you look at them, it talks about Mark Chapman, like hunting Lennon in New York, being undercover, being dark. He was your idol. He didn't love you back, and just kind of like the stalking almost, and the idolatry, and it's really creepy. But the lyrics are fabulous, and the song fits it. With a name like Mark Chapman, you know what it's about. It's going to be dark anyway. The assassination of John Lennon was a terrible thing in New York City in front of the Dakota. I was really young, and it was sad. My mom was sad, and so I already knew this is going to be an impressive song. In their lane,
yeah,
really good. Let's check it out.
Yeah, I think this is a standout track for them, and probably top 3 for me. The album.
Great.
So we'll see what happens.
All right, do you agree? Let's get into it.
Fra la gente senza un'identità, dice che mi ama ma lo so che mente. Rinchiuso in 4 mura, nessuna visita, dice che mi ama ma lo so che mente. Ma se soltanto avesse la possibilità mi seguirebbe ai 4 angoli della città. Nascosto fra la gente senza un'identità, dice che mi ama ma lo so che mente. Si muove a piede libero, vestito come un incubo, volendo sempre ricordo, però ti chiama idolo. Si muove a piede libero, vestito come un incubo, volendo sempre ricordo, però ti chiama idolo. Non prova sentimenti, sono tutti per te, dice che ti ama ma lo sai che mente. Sei in ogni sua risposta, in tutti i suoi perché, dice che ti ama ma lo sai che mente. Vuole sempre che giochi con le sue regole, non gli interessa assomigliarti, vuole essere te. Lui vuole tutto quanto, però non sa cos'è, dice che ti ama ma sappi che mente. Si muove a piede libero, vestito come un incubo, volendo sempre ricordo, però ti chiama idolo. Si muove a piede libero, vestito come un incubo, volendo sempre ricordo, però ti chiama idolo.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that track is packed with stuff.
Exactly.
What'd you think? What are your thoughts on it?
Love it. Love it. It's hard to hear that and not just be in the moment, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jamming with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So far we've done a couple of reactions on the new album. And
We kind of hit every little
kind of mixed.
substrata of genres that they bring us. We've hit the ballad, the more pop rock,
And now straight up
and now the more heavy.
Måneskin banger.
But yeah, I know you're more into the pop rock, but so what'd you think about this?
When you hear them at their best like this, yeah, it's so freaking good.
Yeah.
How could you not just want more of it?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe more of it on the album.
Yeah.
I mean, Gasoline is a banger. You
Yeah.
know, even Supermodel, it's pop, but it's got some bomb
I mean,
to it.
Supermodel's good, but yeah.
But this one, because of the context of the lyrics
Mm-hmm.
and what's about, yeah, it's a standout track for me.
I think the song works so well because he keeps the swag all the way through. The verses aren't like a buffer to get to the chorus. You enjoy the verses too, just as much as the chorus, because it's just like the rhythms of the lyrics and stuff just fits, and he does that so well in Italian. You don't get the same vibe in English. Even though the English songs are really good, it's just different.
Aggressiveness, the just badass style mojo going down when they're singing a rock song in Italian.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can translate that to English. His voice sounds way different in the English language. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
It's very obvious to us as Americans. That's why we're into the Italian element of what they bring,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just better to our ear, right?
At least to mine, yeah. I do really appreciate the English. I mean, there's some really good songs that they have in English too, though.
I agree, but we just listened to Mark Chapman, and it stands out for a reason.
Yeah, and
That is what they do, man.
that is Måneskin. That sounds unique. That sounds
Right
like
there.
them. It's what I
That is
listen
it.
for. But don't get me wrong, I do really enjoy the album. It's
Yeah,
a
I think
really nice
I think
listen.
people get that. Yeah, you're a Måneskin fan, so am I, and you do
Mhm.
like the album.
Yeah,
Who knows how it's going to play out? But you can't help but I keep going back to In Nome del Padre
mm-hmm.
because that's one of the best rock bangers I've ever heard in my life.
Same here. And
Uh,
Zidi Buoni, like
And it's not just the song; it's
Mhm.
Damiano and how
Yeah.
he's singing it.
exactly,
And having seen it live now, he's punching all the way through that.
exactly.
All the way through. There's so much energy. Even on this song, I bet live, boy, this song would just go.
Yeah, I wish we saw this one live.
Wow.
Yeah.
How he does, everybody get down,
Mm-hmm.
and then everybody get up.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. And we'll get, obviously, we'll get into more of the new album. Covering these songs are a lot of fun,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good debate,
Yeah.
and a good perspective. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, of course. And I think everyone's gonna have their own.
We gravitate
Uh,
toward different.
Just like every
That's
big
right.
artist, like the fans join in at different times and they have different favorites of the parts of their career. So people that are just finding out Måneskin now are definitely going to like this more than their older stuff.
Being from Italy
Yeah,
and breaking into this market, it's happening right now.
I know. And everyone's jumping on it. I mean, they're selling out tours in America.
It's
And,
interesting.
like, why wouldn't you harness that and just make it and just let it blossom?
Yeah, it's an interesting discussion since it's in the moment now, and it's pretty rare. Unless you're like Oasis, or the Beatles, or, I don't know, ABBA, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A foreign artist that just takes over the music landscape in the United States. It's not an everyday thing. I think the American audience is and will respond very well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think talking money-wise and commercial-wise, I think their sales are going to be
Wow.
pretty well done here.
They might be in Europe now touring, releasing it here. I think they'll be surprised at how it's going to pop off in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nevermind.
Mm-hmm.
They were in Europe doing a tour when that album in the U.S. was released and hit number one.
Yeah.
They were across the pond.
Oh, yeah. By next Friday,
And when they returned, number one and hysteria, Beatles hysteria.
yeah.
Next
Only
up.
time will tell how what their sales are like, because they are a very niche sound and audience as well. But they are the audience is there. They're selling things out and
I'm really glad the audience
they're
is there.
growing. So curious to see. Only time will tell by next Friday to see what their sales numbers look like, and
Come
We'll
on,
see.
let's go.
we'll see.
Take off. take off. Let's bring some new Måneskin fans into the arena, man, and jump on board. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking this reaction extraction out with us. We have other Måneskin out reactions of Rush out on the channel, so definitely go check those out, and we'll see you there.
Good name, too. Rush. What a rush. All right, thanks. We'll see you next time on the show. Bye.